Hello, 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 everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Thank you for joining. And in today's session, I will tell you your IELTS band score. So today's session is all about IELTS speaking live. Sorry, IELTS speaking practice live. So, welcome to today's session. For those of you who do not know who I am an English professor here in Canada, and I help students go from band 5 to band 7 on their IELTS speaking test. So today's live is all about sending me your IELTS speaking answer and I will grade it live. So I will give you lots of practice questions today so we can practice together. So today we are looking at how to go from a band 6 to a band 7 on your IELTS speaking test. And most students think they're at a band 7, but they're actually at a band 6. So, hello to everyone joining us in the chat. Thank you. Hello, Mushtaba. Thank you. Uh, so, as an English teacher or an IELTS teacher in Canada, I see this every day where students struggle from getting from a band 6 to a band 7. And they go into the exam thinking, oh, I got it. I'm going to be at a band 7. But then when they get their band score, they realize they are at a band 6 level. So today, like I said, we are doing IELTS speaking practice, and I will I will give you a band score based on your answer. So welcome to today's session. So let me show you what exactly I mean by this. So most band 6 IELTS speaking students answers sound something like this. So let's say the examiner asks you a question like, do you like shopping? A band 6 student would often say something like, or if the examiner asks you, why do you like shopping? Not do you like shopping? Why do you like shopping? And you just say, I like shopping because it is fun. This is actually a band 6 response. I like shopping because it is fun. Let me type that on the Word document so you see exactly what I mean. So if the examiner were to ask you, why do you like shopping? And you answer with, I like shopping because it's fun. I mean, technically, there's nothing wrong with this answer, right? You're answering the question the examiner is asking you, but your response is very weak. You don't give enough deep detail throughout your response. So this is why you would be graded at a band 6 level for this given question. Now listen to this band 8 response. So a band 8 response, I'm going to write this just so people band 6 answer, just so everyone who's joining new sees, and band 8 answer. So a band 8 would sound something like, I enjoy shopping because it helps me relax and it gives me the chance to find things I like. I really enjoy shopping. I'm going to write it here. I really enjoy shopping because it helps me relax and it gives me the chance to find new things. And honestly, that's probably why I enjoy shopping in person too. It gives me a chance to relax and just find things I like. So, hello everyone who is joining us in the chat. Please do say hello. I'm sorry, it's going so fast, so I'm trying to like literally catch up to all. I hope I didn't miss any comments in the chat. They're going super fast. If I missed it, please type it again. So as I mentioned, today we are talking about a band 8 and a band 6 IELTS speaking answer versus a band 8 IELTS speaking answer. And a band 8 answer would sound something like, I really enjoy shopping because it helps me relax and gives me a chance to find things I like, right? So if you were to see this type of answer, uh, it's very, very, how can I say it? Very to the point, and you will be able to actually talk about it, right? So you're elaborating on your answer, and you are actually giving the direct answer where the examiner will be able to grade you accordingly. So, for example, how would you answer this question? So, I want to hear from you. How would you answer this IELTS speaking practice question? If the examiner were to ask you, why do you like shopping? I want to know in the chat how you would answer this given question. Please let me know in the chat how you would answer this question. Why do you like shopping? So for those of you who are just joining, welcome. My name is Wafa, and I'm an English professor in Canada. I've been helping students prepare and pass their IELTS speaking exam for the past over 10 years. And in today's session, we are doing an IELTS speaking practice live where I will help identify your mistakes on the spot and help you identify why you are stuck at a band 6 level on your IELTS speaking test. So if you feel like you need help with that, make sure you stick around because today we're going to practice certain questions. And the question currently is, if the IELTS speaking examiner were to ask you, why do you like shopping? How exactly would you respond to this question? Yes. Hi, Pancratia. I hope I'm saying your name properly. Of course, dear. It would be an honor to hear from you. How would you answer this question, Pancreaca? Let me know in the chat. I think it's Pancratia, right? I'm trying to pronounce your name in my head. Pancratia. So how would you answer such a question? Why do you like shopping? Because earlier I was saying that a band 6 answer would sound something like, I like shopping because it's fun. I like shopping because it's fun. I mean, technically, there's nothing wrong with this response because you're giving the answer, but there's just not enough detail in this answer. So, Abdul Qadir says, I would like shopping because it makes me feel great. Okay, that's a good answer. I like shopping because it makes me feel great. So can we add to that, Abdul Qadir? Why does it make you feel great? Tell me why. Because why? I like shopping because it's a way of entertaining, looking for items and finding it. Okay, that's a great answer. I like shopping because it's a way of entertainment. It's a, how can we say this? I like shopping because it's a way of feeling entertained while I look for items that I may be interested in purchasing, maybe, right? Or I may be interested in following, in buying. Sorry, I was just reading someone's other comments and I said following. Great one, Hacker. I like that. Lots of detail and why you feel like you like shopping. SA says, I would like shopping because it's a big deal for me to get the stuff. Okay, so that's a good one. I enjoy, so SA, you could change your answer to say something like, I enjoy shopping because I feel satisfied. I mean, as humans, it's like a psychological thing. When we go out to the market and we come home and we buy something, we feel good. So you could say, because I feel satisfied when I buy stuff. So that would be a good way to say it. I feel satisfied or I feel fulfilled when I buy something. So that's a great response essay. Let's see. How would you answer for anyone who's joining? How would you answer this question? Why do you like shopping? So, for those who are just joining new, welcome. I wanted to just reintroduce what we're doing here. We are doing the IELTS speaking practice, some IELTS speaking practice. And in today's session, I'm going to help you identify your mistakes and go from a band 6 to a band 7 or 8 on your IELTS speaking test. So we are practicing this question. Oh, Isra, you're so sweet. Thank you. Hi, UGC. Oh my God, that's awesome, UGC. Small world. So we are going from band 6 to a band 8 on your IELTS speaking test. So stick with us while we practice this given question. Why do you like shopping? So let's see what Abdul Qadir says. I like shopping because it's the way I learned to choose matching items for my soul. Ooh, sounds a very lots of detail there, Abdul Qadir. I like that. Thank you, UGC. It's great to see you too. Thank you for joining. So, Abdul Qadir, I would say something like, I like shopping because let's see. I like shopping because it's a way for me to match items with, or I would say to match item. I like shopping because it allows me to make decisions in matching things with my taste. And Pantriaka says, I would like shopping because I can get new clothes and shoes and many other things that I like. Okay, I like that. I like shopping. So I wouldn't say I would like shopping. I would just clearly say I like shopping because I can get new clothes and shoes and many other things. So let's keep it to only two: clothes and shoes that I like. And then if you want to touch up on your answer, Pegriatia, it's really good to give an example. So you could say, for example, on my recent trip to the mall, I bought these really nice sandals that were on sale. So if you give an example, it would make your answer sound a lot more stronger. Isra says, I like shopping because I want to get New stuff. Okay, I like that. New stuff and good discounts. Who doesn't like a good discount, right? We all love good discounts, Isra. So you can say, give more details, Isra. Maybe give an example. For example, recently I saved $50 on a pair of shoes that I really liked, or on a purse that I bought. But that's a great answer as well. So once again, send me your IELTS speaking answer and I will give you feedback like I am to these wonderful students right on the spot. I will grade your IELTS band score live. So UGC says, like, I like shopping because it gives me positive energy. Why does a shopping mall always give us positive energy, right? It makes us feel so good and we're like, all right, I want to be here. I want to buy everything. I feel like that too. So that's a great response. I would say I like shopping because I feel very positive, and I'm always in a good mood when I go shopping. Can I talk about the shopping in my country, for example? Yeah, for sure. You could definitely talk about your country and how the shopping experience is there. Or if you want to talk about a market, maybe there's like a Friday market you want to talk about, you can discuss that. That would be great. Because remember, at the end of the day, this is an English test, and the examiner is just looking to score your ability on being able to be clear and concise with your answer. So UGC says, I enjoy shopping because it gives me positive energy and makes me feel happy. Yes, I like that. And then UGC, you could give a example. For example, when I went to the mall, I got so many good discounts that I felt so proud of myself. Hi, never give up. How are you? So UGC, that's great. I like shopping because I like to spend money. Who doesn't, right? We all love to spend money. I think it's a girl problem we have. We buy something and then we return it, or or we feel like, oh my god. So that's a good one. Never give up. Maybe you could give some details, or sorry, an example of what you spent money on recently. I like shopping because it makes me feel good. For example, when I buy something new, I feel happy. I like that. I would definitely grade that band 7, UGC. That's a great response. How about this answer, this question? How about if the examiner were to ask you, do you like music? How would you go ahead and answer that question? Hold on, I'm gonna write it here. Do you like music? How can we answer this question? Do you like music? Thank you for the love. I really appreciate it. You guys are so kind. I can't believe 765 people are watching. I'm new to live, so it's just so amazing that we can all come together on TikTok and learn English from the comfort of our homes. So it's great. Okay, Abdul Qadir, I like that. I like how maybe you don't like shopping, so you're going to talk about your wife. My wife likes shopping because she is simply addicted to shopping. I think this sounds like every woman's nightmare, hiding our shopping bags in our cars so our husbands don't see us. So my wife likes shopping because so she's addicted to shopping. So let's just say that my wife really enjoys shopping and I really think she has an addiction. For example, she recently bought $1,000 a $1,000 purse, and when she brought it home, she changed her mind the next day, for example. So Jesse says, yes, I like music. It helps me to relax. So that's a good answer, Jesse. But honestly, that would score you a band six. I want you to try to change your answer a little bit and tell me about what, like, how does it help you relax? Does it improve your mood? What does it do? And thank you, UGC, for the rose. I'm not sure about these TikTok gifts yet, so please forgive me. I'm still a little new on these TikTok gifts and the roses. But thank you to everyone who sent a gift or an emoji. I really appreciate it. Okay, so I really like music because it helps me relax. So you say, and you feel less stress. And I feel less stressed when after a long day and I get to listen to my favorite song, for example. So a band eight answer would elaborate on the response by giving a reason and then an example, right? So you want to answer the question directly and then give a reason and an example, just like you did, Jesse. You said it helps me relax, and then you talked about it improving your stress levels, right? Okay, Hussein says, I enjoy shopping because I love buying new things that are adorable. Okay, so adorable is more used when you're describing, I would say, a person or an animal. So could say, I love buying new stuff that's that are appealing to me, or that suit my taste. That suit my taste would be a good way to say it. I like spinning and I like music. Give me good, feel good and relaxed. Okay, that's a great answer, Meriden. Let's change it a little bit. I really enjoy or how could I say this? I love listening to music while when you say spinning, do you mean like a bike exercise class? Spinning? Because spinning could refer to two things. I know some people refer to spinning as like the record. If you could tell me, Meredith, I'm not sure if you mean like. But if you do mean the spinning class, the bike class, I would say something like, I really enjoy listening to music during my spinning class because it helps me feel relaxed and I become more energized, right? If you give a clear reason, that would be good. Just like you did, you just extend your answer a little bit, if that makes sense. But great answer, Meriden. So, hello to those of you who are just joining. Welcome, welcome again. Today we are talking about IELTS speaking practice. I'm just going to go over what we're talking about. This is an IELTS speaking practice live session, and I can tell you your IELTS, I can help you identify your IELTS speaking band score in 5 seconds. And so send me your IELTS speaking answer today, and I will grade it live. So we are just going over some practice questions together because most students would answer, most band 6 students, uh, their speaking answers sound very short and they don't understand why they're stuck at a band 6 level. So Tushar says, yes, I love music because it makes any occasion lively and fun. Ooh, I like that, Tushar. And Tushar, to uh, extend your answer, I would give an example. For example, uh, um, for example, when I'm at the gym, I listen to what do you call it? Trance music or pop music, and it helps me get through my workout more quickly. So if you give an example, you could extend your answer, and that could definitely, but everything else is great. The beginning of the sentence is perfect. I would just add one more sentence to get you that band 8 level. Thank you, Tushar. So welcome to everyone who is joining. Oh, wow. 1,000 people are watching. That is amazing, guys. I'm so glad you are watching me today. Today, we are talking about IELTS speaking band 6 students and why they are stuck at a band 6 level. Number one, it's not because they don't know enough vocabulary, it's because their answers are too short. So, as an IELTS teacher from Canada, I see this happen every single day. So, what I mean by this is earlier I had mentioned that a band 6 answer would sound something like, I like shopping because it's fun. I mean, at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with this answer. We are answering it. We are giving this IELTS speaking examiner information he asked us for. But there's not enough detail in this answer. So a band 8 response would be something like, I really enjoy shopping because it helps me relax and it gives me a chance to find things I like, or it helps me relax and gives me, how can I say it? It helps me relax and it gives me the opportunity to step away from the house. So, using a response like this would definitely help you. Hi, Ziba. Thanks for joining. So, welcome to everyone who does not know me. I am an English teacher from Canada, and I do have lots of IELTS speaking courses where I can help you go from a band 6 to a band 8 level on your IELTS speaking test. So, if you feel you need help, you need some guidance, you need to use methods like I've been showing you, I can help you with this through my course. If not, uh, you're more than welcome to join me in my lives where I've been trying to come on more often to help you live, because this is my whole intention, is to help as many people as I can. I'm just gonna get some water. So send me your IELTS speaking answer and I will grade it live. Try to answer this question here. Why do you like shopping? Try to answer it so we can go through it together. We could dissect the problem and try to help you go from a band 6 level to a band 7 or band 8 level. So this is an IELTS speaking practice live session. For those of you who are joining, hello and welcome. Please stay, and I am here to help you. No, Marie, I am not from Iran. So I can tell your IELTS speaking band 7 band score in 5 seconds. Please send me a message in the comments answering this question, and I would help you. I would help you live on the spot. So imagine the IELTS speaking examiner were to ask you, do you like music? And you answer with something, or you answer with something like, yes, I like music because it is good. This is a very short response. It's a very short answer, and this would get you a band 6. It's too short, there's no explanation. So the best way to fix this answer is by saying, I enjoy music because it helps me relax and improve my mood. For example, when I go to the gym, I listen to classical music, and it helps me get through my workout. So Abdullah says, I like shopping because I enjoy spending time there. Okay, Abdullah, that's a great response. But can you tell me, where do you enjoy grocery shopping? Do you enjoy the mall, like where there's clothes? Rania says, I don't like shopping. Wow, that's okay. So tell us, what kind of shopping do you not like? Grocery shopping? I don't like grocery shopping, but I love clothes shopping. So when we say shopping, we want to make sure we're clear on our response. So Rania, maybe you could tell us, what type of shopping do you not like? So if you are stuck at a band 6 in IELTS speaking, this is why. It's mainly because your answer is weak. You need a stronger answer, and you need to give a reason, right? And an example. Answer the question directly, give a reason, and then give an example. And most of you are making this mistake without even realizing it. So you want to be able to identify your mistake and then try to improve on it. So Rania says, I don't like clothes shopping. Okay, so we could say something like, I don't like shopping for clothes because what? What can you say? Because I feel stressed when I go to the mall, because there's too many stores and I don't like to go to so many stores, because everything I see in the mall I don't like. Why don't you give a reason? Thank you, Moon. Yes. So you need to be able to identify your mistake and try to fix it. Because I feel stressed. Okay. I don't like shopping because I feel stressed. Why do you feel stressed? Is it because it's too busy? There's too many stores? You just don't like it? Why? So we want to be as detailed as possible in our answer. Because I feel stress. So, for those of you who are just joining, welcome and thank you for following. Today, we are doing IELTS speaking practice on a question: why do you like shopping? Or do I should change it to do you like shopping? Because some people don't like shopping, right? So we can't say why do you like if you don't like it. So do you like shopping? So Rania says because I feel stressed. So the examiner would hopefully um, help you try to dissect that question. Uh, Thank you, Sandrani. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm not so used to these gifts and roses, but thank you. I really appreciate it. I don't like because I don't have more time to do that. Okay, Rania, let's help you out. I don't like shopping because I feel really stressed when I have to go to the mall because I have very limited time. For example, uh, my day is filled with activities that I have to take my kids to school, bring them home. So going to the mall is very difficult for me, or going shopping is very difficult for me. Uh, okay, Abdullah says, I don't like grocery shopping because I feel like a woman should go grocery shopping. So, okay, that's valid. That's your decision, but I don't like so how can we say this? I don't like grocery shopping because I think uh, a woman should go grocery shopping instead of a man. And then give an example. For example, my wife is does not work, so she has more time than me to go grocery shopping. So you give an example of why you think. Why do you think grocery shopping belongs to women and not men? So Moon says, I don't like shopping during sales because I can, what is that? Because I can't find the things easily and it's crowded. I enjoy the action. Thank you so much. Someone sent me another gift. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Once again, I'm not too familiar with gifts, but thank you so much as I am new to TikTok. I enjoy the actions of shopping. However, I find myself stressed when shopping leads to spending more. Ooh, I like that, Nuggets. So let me fix Moons first. I don't like shopping during the sale. So you could say, Moon, I don't like shopping during sales because I can't find things easily and it's crowded. So you could say something like, for example, when I went shopping during Christmas time, for I'm just saying it for example, during Christmas time, my, I was looking for a shirt, but my size was sold out everywhere. You could say something like that. So, nuggets, let's go back to nuggets. I enjoy the action of shopping. However, I find myself stressed when shopping leads to spending money. Yes, exactly. I like that answer, nuggets. Very straight up, very to the point. And yes, it could add up fast, right? Mom Sultana says, I like shopping if I have a lot of money. Otherwise, I only buy necessary things. I like that. Sultana, great answer. I would say, I would give an example. For example, I only go grocery shopping, for example. So, Nuggets, great answer. Let's see. Rania, yes, I cannot find what I want easily. Hello, Tahir. Welcome. Um, Hansel says, I like to go window shopping. I like to go window shopping. Okay. I like window shopping. So Hansel says window shopping. So for those of you who do not know what window shopping is, it means when you go to the mall or to Walmart, to wherever, to any store, telling yourself, I am not buying anything today. I'm just going to look around. This is called window shopping, where you already know you're not buying anything. You're just going to go and browse and look because you have some free time. So I like to go window shopping. Uh, so let's expand your answer, Hansel. I like to go window shopping because I find that everything is expensive these days. For example, you could say, for example, and give an example. For example, I used to buy a shirt for $15 before, but now one shirt is $30, for example. You could say something like this. Tahir, do you have classes just for women? No, I do offer classes for men as well. Just send me a message, Tahir, and I can send you the link. Believe yourself. Hi. Thanks for joining. So, welcome to everyone who is joining. Once again, we are doing an IELTS speaking practice live. For those of you who do not know who I am an English professor here in Canada, and I help students go from a band 5 to at least a band 8, band 7, band 8 level. I offer courses. If you are interested and if you are serious about getting to a band 7, band 8 level, then I can send you a link to my course. Just send me a message and I can help you out. Yes, Tahir, I do have uh, classes for ladies only. I have one ladies only and one other one for men. So I do have classes for ladies only. Just send me a message and I could send you the link. So if you want me to help you properly, then please. So if you want me to help you properly, this is exactly what I train my students to do step by step. And I want to help you too. This is why your IELTS speaking score is not improving. It's mainly because you're not following a structure. You keep thinking you're at a band 8 level, but you're actually at a band 6 level. So you need to identify your mistakes and you need to be able to improve your English based on a structure. So, hello, everyone who is joining. Nuggets, I focus on speaking more. I don't focus on writing essays, but yes, for IELTS speaking, I mean, IELTS writing, I do have a course. So just send me a message. The course is in the bio. And if you're talking about like essays for IELTS writing, I have a very good course. And I'm not lying. It's an amazing course. I put a lot of detail in it for every essay type. um how can we get links? I have the links in my bio. If it doesn't work, send me a message and I'll send you the exact link. But Nuggets, if you're talking about IELTS writing, task 1, task 2, I have a course and I can guarantee you it will score you a band 8. If you're not satisfied with it after, I'll give you your money back. But that's how confident I am in this course. Okay, perfect. Believe in yourself. Thank you. Someone was saying the link wasn't working. I'm not sure if it was just them, but just send me a message. Okay, thanks. So, once again, guys, go from a band 6 to a band 8 level. Uh, in today's session, we are doing IELTS speaking practice live, and I'm here to help you identify your mistakes and give you your IELTS speaking band score in 5 seconds. So type your answer in the chat and I'll tell you if it's a band 6 or band 7. Oh, thank you, honey. You're so kind. That's so nice of you. So I'm here to help you all today. Please take advantage of this time for me to help you go from a band 5 or band 6 to band 7 or 8. Today's session is all about IELTS speaking practice and how exactly to answer these type of questions. I am in a university and I have dyslexia, which means I can speak well. However, writing becomes difficult for me. Okay, Nugget, send me a message and we could go from there, okay? If you send me a message, I can at least guide you. If I can't help you with your essays, I can guide you to some resources I have for that, okay? Hi, Chick Vibes. No worries. So, most students think they're at a band 7 level in IELTS speaking, but they're actually at a band 6 level. And as an IELTS teacher from Canada, I see this every day with my students. So let me show you what I mean once again. A band 6 IELTS speaking answer would sound something like, I like shopping because it is fun. Once again, there's nothing wrong with this answer, right? But there's not enough detail in this response. So this would get you a band 6 level with the IELTS speaking examiner. So when you respond to the examiner, you want to make sure for a band 8 level, you want to make sure you say something like, I really enjoy shopping because it helps me relax and gives me a chance to find things I like. And then on top of that, I would literally give an example. For example, I recently found these pair of shoes. I have been, these pair of leather shoes, I have been searching for the past 2 years, for example. So if you answer the question directly, I really enjoy shopping, right? You answered the question directly. You gave a reason because it helps me relax. And then you gave an example. I'm just breaking it down. So you answered the question directly. You gave a reason why, right? And then you gave an example. So this is what would help you score a band 8 on your IELTS speaking test. Hi, Rizan. You only have online courses. I do have online courses. I'm new to TikTok, so I've been just teaching. I think I've only taught like 3 times this month. But no, I don't teach on TikTok. I just do these lives here and there. And user says, yes, I do. I like shopping because it is exciting. It sure is exciting. What can you say? Why is it exciting? Can you give me a reason or an example, I guess, of why it's exciting? Okay, I like this. So the first part of your question, your answer was, I like shopping because it's exciting. And then you could say, for example, shopping allows me to move, uh, out of my comfort zone and see new things. Oh, Razan, that's great. Let's connect. Send me a message. We'll definitely connect. So good meeting you. Yes, let's connect afterwards. Hi, Nasma, when did you send it? Did you just send a message today? Yes, I live in Canada. Yes, I do. GTA specifically. Oh, perfect. Thank you. We will chat in the private messages. So, Abdullah says, I like shopping because it's the way that I find things. Okay. You know what? Finding things like in an exciting way is, you could say treasure hunt. I like to treasure hunt. Um, I like to treasure hunt through the mall to see what I could find, what exciting things I could find, for example. So saying something like that would help you. Yeah, I do, Razan. I do. So, welcome to everyone who is joining us live. Once again, I just wanted to introduce myself. I am an English teacher from Canada, and I help students go from a band 5 to a band 7 or 8 level by identifying your mistakes on the spot today. So, this is an IELTS speaking practice session live, and I can help identify your IELTS speaking band score in 5 seconds. So send me your IELTS speaking answer, and I will grade it live. So you will see the question here. Do you like shopping? So we can go through it together and we could dissect it. So here's the thing, guys. While you are typing, most students think they're at a band 7 level, but they're actually at a band 6 level. And as an IELTS teacher in Canada, I see this every single day. So let me show you what I mean by this is a band 6 level answer would just say, yes, I like shopping because it is fun, right? This is a band 6 level response. But if you want a band 8 or band 7 or band 8 level, you would need to answer the question, give a reason, and then give an example. I really enjoy shopping because it helps me relax and gives me a chance to find things I like. For example, I recently found a pair of leather shoes that I had been searching for 2 years. So it's the same idea, more developed, and which would lead you to a higher score. So send me your IELTS speaking answer, and I'll grade your band score live, and we'll help you get from a band 6 to a band 8. Don't think too much, just type it, and I'll tell you exactly what to fix. So let's see. I can put a new answer, a new question as well to practice, because I know there's been people in here from the beginning, which I really appreciate. So I can also put a new question on the board to give you the chance. Do you, oh, hold on. Do you like your hometown? We all know that the hometown questions are a question that you will get no matter what on the test. It's always there. So I think it's important to practice a question like this. Do you like your hometown? So let's see what somebody would say. Do you like your hometown? No, I don't like. Okay, that's valid. So tell us what you don't like about your hometown. What don't you like about your hometown? Loretta says, yes, I like my hometown. Loretta, can you tell us what do you like about your hometown? I want to see. And Hunter says, how to enhance useful vocabulary. Walaikum assalam. The best way to do that is listen to podcasts or like videos. And then the best way to do that is start a journal, vocabulary journal, where if you don't understand a word, write it while you are listening and then make an effort to actually look it up in the dictionary. Try to use the word in a sentence, because if you just if you just learn vocabulary words all day, you're not going to remember how to use them, Hunter. So the best way to remember them is by using them in a sentence, writing it, and knowing exactly how, in what context to use them in. User says, yes, I do. I like my hometown because it's quiet and it makes me feel calm. I like that. User, can we give an example? For example, uh, my hometown has a lot of parks, or it's very close to the ocean, so I feel very comfortable, or I feel very at ease. Abdullah says, I don't like my hometown because the regime and the way the rules of the country. Sorry to hear that. So, a good way you could answer that question is say, give an example. For example, maybe you're not allowed to go out after 10 o'clock. I don't know. For example, the government of my country, doesn't allow us to go outside after 10 o'clock or something. Tell us something you don't like about that. Thank you. Jesus loves you. We love Jesus too. So let's see. Yes, I like my hometown because it lets me feel safe. I knew all the people since I grew up. Okay, I like that, bird of UK. Let's try to fix that response. Yes, I like my hometown because I feel very safe. Uh, I feel very safe. For example, uh, I have how could we say this? For example, I know everybody on my street since I was younger. Can you repeat? Okay, user. Yes, I do. I like. Okay, user. I was saying I like my hometown because it's quiet and it helps me feel calm. So you can say something like, give an example of why it helps you feel calm. Does it have a lot of trees? Is there a lot of parks? Is it close to the water? What can you say? Hi, John. So, what can you say about it? So here's how, let me give you an answer of how I would respond to this IELTS speaking practice question. Yes, I like my hometown. I would give a reason because I have very fond memories, or I'll say very vivid memories of growing up there. And example, I would give an example then. For example, I went to elementary. Oh, I would say, for example, I am still friends with all my elementary. Elementary means grade from pre-K to grade 6. So elementary, I'm still friends with all my elementary school. I'm spelling this wrong. Elementary school friends or classmates. So there you go. Uh, y- yes, I like my hometown. Why? Because I have very vivid memories of growing up there. For example, I am still friends with all of my elementary school classmates. And like I said, elementary is from kindergarten to 6th grade. So let me know if that helps. Thank you, user. So if you like my teaching methods, these are the methods I teach in my IELTS speaking course. If you are interested, make sure you send me a message and I could send you the direct link of my courses. I don't like my hometown because because, so we could say because of the healthcare system. And then, for example, then you could give, for example, the kids who suffer from diabetes don't get enough medical attention. So I don't like my hometown because of the medical system. For example, kids with diabetes don't get enough medical attention. That's a great response, Abdullah. Great job. So if you are just joining us, welcome everybody. In case you don't know who I am an English professor from Canada and an IELTS speaking coach, and I've been helping students go from band 5 to band 7 on their IELTS speaking test. And today we are doing some IELTS speaking practice. So if you would like to take the opportunity to practice this question, do you like your hometown? So we can identify your mistakes. I've put a sample answer on the board that would score you a band 8. Um, so I want to help you go from a band 5 or band 6 to a band 8 level. So, guys, I have 10 more minutes before I have to go and complete my wife duties of cooking. So, I'm hoping I get more people who would like to join me, not to cook, I mean, who would like to practice for this question before I have to go. So please let me know if you would like to practice this question using this method I've been teaching, because most students are stuck at a band 6 level and they think it is a band 7, but it would only score you a band 6 level. So, yes, user, this session is free today, and I'm not expecting you to pay me anything. I'm just wanting to help you and just have a community where we can help each other out with our English. Thank you, user. So, welcome to those who are just joining. Today, we are doing IELTS speaking practice, and I help you identify your mistakes on the spot, and I help you go from a band 6 to a band 8 on your IELTS speaking test. So once again, guys, a band 6 answer. Uh, most students think they're at a band 8 level, but they're actually at a band 6 level. I'm so sorry, I don't speak Arabic. Please write in English. I don't speak Arabic. Walaikum assalam. I don't speak Arabic. So once again, guys, before I end this live, uh, today I was really here to talk to you about students who think they are at a band 7 level, but they're actually at a band 6 level because they don't give enough information in their IELTS speaking answer. So using a structure like the one I showed you on the board is going to get you at a band 7 level. And as an IELTS speaking teacher, I see this every day. Students think they're at a band 7, band 8, but they're sitting on a band 6 level. So send me your IELTS speaking answer and I'll grade your band score live. Don't think too much, just type it and I'll show you exactly what to fix to help you get at a band 8 level. And if you're looking for an IELTS speaking course where you could go from a band 5 to a band 7 or band 8, check out my bio because I break down methods like the one I'm teaching you. I simplify everything step by step, and help you become that confident English speaker. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me in today's Alive. I will have to end it here as I have to go and get some things done. I hope to see you guys again soon, and I am going to try to come on live more often. I am doing a live on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube. So please follow me and support me. And if you know anybody who is preparing for their IELTS speaking test, please share my profile with them because I would love to help them become that confident English speaker, and they may find my content to be useful. So thank you for joining me, and please follow my page if you have been sitting in and listening. Thank you, everyone, and I gotta run. Thank you again, guys. Take care. Bye, everyone.